for this clarification. It's important for people to know that lawmaking has its own processes. We have not reached a point where any committee report on Electoral Act amendment has been submitted to the Senate or to the National Assembly. When we get there, we shall discuss. So it's important that from time to time, the media team of the National Assembly, that's the House of Representatives inclusive, try to educate the public because there's a lot of misinformation out there. But the misinformation is also slightly positive in the sense that it shows the public's interest in what we are doing here. And now they look forward to the amendment. Thank you for the clarification.
And by your leave, can I read?
Proceed.
By the indulgence of the Senate and the leave of the President of the Senate, a senator may make a personal explanation, although there will be no question before the Senate, but no controversial matter may be brought forward, nor may debate arise upon the explanation. The terms of the proposed statement shall be submitted in details to the President of the Senate when his leave to make a thought. Mr. President, I was before you this morning, and I brought a matter that is a little bit disturbing, and that has to do with the process of law making. Mr. President, we've been indicted with news, even by the main media, that this Senate has before it a proposal for one single day election, a proposal for the shift of dates. Mr. Senate President, I am a member of this electoral committee and an all legislature. The lawmaking is a very long process. We had the second reading of the Electoral Act and it's submitted to the committee. Mr. President, in the last 1.5 years, we have been having series of public hearings and retreats that span across all over the country. Mr. President, before any news media takes the issue of NAS, the subcommittees of the Senate and the subcommittee of the House must submit its report formally. And that report is debated. And when that report is debated and accepted, that is when the media say there is a proposal before the NAS that is accepted. Mr. President, on Thursday, we are going to Akpabio to continue with what we have been doing over the last 1.5 years, because we wanted to create an electoral system that is fair and it's good for all the country. So it is wrong for anybody here to say there is a report before the Senate, before the House of Representatives, or before the National Assembly. There are no reports, Mr. President. What is before these two committees, and we work jointly, are proposals from the outcome of various public hearings and retreats. Before anybody accepts any report, our committee will have to now put our report forward. And that is why you now say there is a report, there is a proposal, and there is acceptance. So it is important to guide the general public about the process of lawmaking. It is long, tedious, and rigorous. I thought, as a member of the Electoral Committee, I must make this submission clearly. Nothing before the National Assembly yet. There is nothing before the National Assembly. Yes, there are things before the Joint Committees on Electoral Act, but not the National Assembly. I hope we'll be guided, Mr. President.